Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and welcome to Martyn Lucas Investor. Welcome to the Coinbase earnings. Very bullish. Now you're probably thinking, what? They've just missed on earnings and missed on revenue and all the rest of it. So why is the market on Coinbase buying back? Why? Because it's not as bad as some people thought. That's a very good sign for Coinbase and the whole crypto sector. We like this. We've just had a big miss from Coinbase. I said it would be. In the poll, I was running a poll saying, will it beat or miss? 63%, I think it was, of you said it will beat. I said it would miss, and I was right. There we go. 59% said beat. 41% said miss. There was no way it was going to beat. Look at the numbers. We look at the balance sheets. So I said, I think it's going to be a miss, and it was a miss. The reason why it's going up is, and don't forget, people will pump this and dump it again, but the point it's going up is because it's not as bad as people thought. And that means capitulation. That means we're near the bottom of the market. People have overreacted. They always overreact. They always overbuy. They always oversell. The market's selling everything off right now, and this could be a great turnaround. This could be a sign of things to come. Let me show you the numbers. We've got a little while before the earning starts. Coinbase, non-GAAP EPS of 66 cents, misses by 30 cents. It's a huge miss. Revenue of 1.78 billion, misses by 50 million. It's a big miss. No surprise. It's exactly as we thought it would be. But the fact the market's buying it means that we overreacted. We're expecting it to be a lot worse. Okay. So I'm not buying Coinbase. Absolutely not. We had this at 30 bucks. We sold it a long time ago. But I've got Robinhood. Robinhood is the better option, in my opinion, for every possible reason. And I bet you any money you like, Robinhood will go up on this news. Shall we have a look? And there you go. It's up nearly a percent on this news. That, I didn't look at that before. That's experience. That tells me what's about to happen. The turnaround of the century is around the corner. So I've been buying Robinhood. Maybe we're starting to stabilize and find a bottom. And on this news, Robinhood is up nearly 1%. No surprise there, is it? Now, don't rush out and start buying Coinbase. You had your opportunity to buy when it sold off because you knew it was going to miss. At least you should have done. And now, of course, it's popping up because it's not as bad as people thought. But, of course, they'll dump it quickly to take profit. So be careful buying it. It's about what comes next.
I can't believe this.
We've got a new Electrum member.
Paul Ledley 6037 has become a member.
Paul, just become an Electrum member. Thank you so much indeed. You've just got my posts emailed to you via Google and, of course, on the Electrum page, post community on YouTube. So, look, it says Coinbase here misses by 66, misses by 30. It's a huge miss. Revenue misses by 50 million. Huge miss. Q4 total revenue is 1.8 billion, down 5% quarter on quarter. Transaction revenue was 983 million, down 6%. Is Casey in the chat, by the way? I wanted to know. In fact, I'll talk to Katie later. Just thought of that. Subscription and services revenue was 727 million, down 3%. So basically, it's not down as much as everybody expected. That's why it's going up. That's why Robinhood is going up. I wouldn't be surprised if Google's going up. Shall we see if Google is going up? Let's have a quick look. If Google's going up. Google, yes, Google popped on that news. Look, the moment it came out, up it went. It turned green for a second, sold again. That's exactly what I'm saying about Coinbase. It's popping and selling off again. Be careful, don't chase it. But this is a good sign for those who have bought the bottom. It's great. We might finally be able to make some money again. So we might see some movement in XRP. XRP has gone up since the news a little bit. Bitcoin has gone up a little bit since the news. Okay, it's good. I'm happy with this. I'm happy, but no. Now it's selling again. See, don't buy that. Buy the bottom. It's extra clarification. So let's have a look at this. More information. The outlook in Q1 26 through February 10th, 2026, we have generated approximately 420 million off transaction revenue. Subscription and services revenue 550 to 630 million. Shares 4%. What's that? Shares down 4%? I'm not sure what that means. Or shares I don't know what that means. They've not really clarified if that's EPA or earnings per share or just shares minus 4%. Not really sure. I think that's the performance, maybe. I don't know. Anyway, so there we go. It's a good night, really. Good night. So I'm happy with that. I'm happy with that indeed. Now then, let me show you the forward PE of Coinbase. We've got 40 minutes before the call starts. Let me give you the forward PE. 20 times earnings. That's actually quite good. That's where I buy the S&P 500. 20 times earnings. I like it. If we look at the lagging indicator, which is what everybody looks at on YouTube, everyone looks at on Robinhood, which is a big mistake they shouldn't do. If you look here, where is it? Have I just gone past it? Let me try that again. Let me start again. Coinbase. There we go. So the lagging indicator, 13 times earnings. That looked cheap, right? Okay. Well, since then, this will drop tomorrow when they update on Robinhood because of the miss. It was 13, but the forward position of where we're going is 20. So you see here, 20 times earnings, which is more than 13, obviously, but things have dropped. But 20 times earnings, forward indicator. Be interesting to see how that reflects tomorrow. I can buy that. Not that I'm buying Coinbase, but I feel extra bullish now with my crypto, Ethereum and XRP, despite management issues, with my Google and with my Robinhood. Now then, there is some news flying around. It's also on our Discord server, so I want to kind of squash it before we all get carried away. It's not completely true. Not that people on Discord are telling lies. They just don't know what they don't know. All right. So we got some people on my own server saying it's really great. We're about to get XRP payments on X with Elon Musk. We're not. Sorry, folks. Sorry to ruin the party, but that is not. Oh, hang on. What's happened there? What's happened there? Don't like that. Doesn't matter. I'll fix it later. Yeah, so a few people have said, in fact, one person said actually, that Elon Musk is bringing payments to X. Well, he might be. He should be in a few months. And of course, people went, oh, it's bound to be on XRP because Brad Garlinghouse was on X the other day, and despite it being a bad idea, it must be because he's friends with Elon Musk, and we're going to use XRP to pay for stuff. Now, remember, Elon Musk could write the code and copy exactly what XRP does. He doesn't need to create partnerships, doesn't need to create partnerships with banks and everything else. He can simply write his own blockchain code and just call it X. You know, the X coin, I don't know, whatever you like. Doesn't have to use XRP. So there's a number of people getting all excited saying it's XRP. And no, it might be. It might be. I mean, you know, but Elon Musk could write his own code in 5 minutes, and they just copy the same, white paper as XRP. Remember what XRP is? It's relationships where people have decided to use this service. Well, if you're your own service, like if I wanted a payment system just for me and just for you guys, I'd create my own. I'd create the same code as XRP, and I'd just create my own. I'd call it the Luca payment system or Lucasade payments or something like that, and it'd just be my own thing. You don't have to have someone else's systems to do that. Anyway, so we're waiting for Coinbase to report. I only think I've done Coinbase before once. We have got a bigger audience than Coinbase again tonight. We beat everybody. Shall I show you? This is Coinbase, the Coinbase official earnings. This is Coinbase official YouTube channel. They have got 300 people waiting. How many have we got? We've got 232. Well, considering that's Coinbase's own platform, their own YouTube channel, you'd think we'd have less, but we have a little bit less. 304 versus 232. I think that's pretty good, don't you? And we've got less subscribers too. They got 123,000. So pound for pound, we probably beat them anyway. So that's pretty good, isn't it? That's pretty good. So anyway, could you all tap the like button? That'd be great. Shall we try and what we got? Should we get 100 likes in 1 minute? Let's sod it. We might as well. Let's have a laugh. Let's have a laugh. Let's see how much money we can lose today. We might as well. Let's put a minute on the clock. Let's get 100 likes on the clock. All right, all right, all right. Okay, here we go in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Do-be-do. $63 right at the gate. Marvellous. 63. Can we get 100 in 1 minute? Go. Shoot-be-doo-doo, shoot-be-doo-doo. 78. Marvellous. Have we got any likes today? Have we got any subscribers? How we go and look at our crypto? Is it going up? Yeah. We've got a bit of movement here going up on Ethereum, going up, it was, on XRP, Bitcoin, it was. Let's have a look at subscribers. They're going up, they're always going up. 111,386. I'm loving it, loving it, loving it. All right, all right, all right. Let's go over here. 78. We want 100. Boom. Boom. 105. I'm having it. I'm having it. I'm having it. Thank you very much. That'll do for me. Have a banana. There you go. Thanks a lot, guys. You're the best. I'm George. We're all George. Where's that come from? Name the channel. Name the channel. I'm George. We're all George. Can anyone name the channel in the chat? I'm George. We're all George. Anyone know what that is? Makes me laugh every time he says it. It's the pause. It's the pause. It's I'm George. We're all George. The pause is great. He's got some good time in there. All right, so Coinbase. Cryptos are us. That's right. Cryptos are us. You're absolutely right. Not Toys R Us, but cryptos are us. Yeah, it's good. You know, I've never found out, actually, because I don't really watch the channel. I just browse through it from time to time, see what people are doing. Is his name George by any chance? Does anyone know? Is his name George? How do I get you to do a review? DJ Montoir, I think that is. You have to be a member. First tick, you are a member. Then you do a super chat of $10 and then I'll do a review. But I don't want $10 from you right now because I've got a list too long. Tomorrow is Members Day. We're doing reviews tomorrow. We're going to start going down the list again. So don't tip me a super chat yet. You can get free mini reviews as an Electrum member when we go to Electrum events. We do twice a week. So there'll be one of those tomorrow as well. But no, at the moment, don't tip me $10 because I've got too many and I just can't do any more at the moment. But tomorrow is Members Day. All right. How do I get Dave Ramant, Ringo? My name's George. We're all George. No, it is cryptos are us. I wanted to see, let's how long have we got? Let me go to members only and let's answer everyone's questions, shall we? We've got about 30 minutes before the call begins. Now, if you want my links, there's my X and Instagram. There's the all links button for all the links. One button does it all. All the links to everything, the free shares, the free stocks, the website, the XRP page. I mean, you name it, the whole bloody lot. There's X, there's Instagram. If you want Discord, if you want all my trades, 90% discount, one-on-one service, 2-stage events a day. I mean, does it get any better? All my trades 24/7. You can also go for the cheaper option of $2.99 and you can have just my day trades and 1-stage event a week. It's up to you. If you want to be a member on YouTube, there's different memberships. Electrum will give you two events a week where we do members only, free stock reviews, and you get all my trades there as well. All right, there you go. The choice is yours. Nothing ever goes up in price, no inflation, and there it is. Right then, let me go to members' comments and questions before we go to Coinbase earnings. I am George. We are all George. Let's go to members. All right. Here we go. So if you've answered a question, please repeat it. Looks like bad news since it's already dropping. No, it's not bad news. It was selling off because of expecting to miss on earnings. They did miss on earnings. It wasn't as bad. That's why it popped up. Told everyone, do not buy it. Jerry, pretty sure they missed. They did miss. It was a big miss. It was a big miss. Yes, indeed. Perhaps they would do better if they actually worked properly, said TJ. Good news, it dumps, but bad news, it tanks. I click subscribe. Thank you, Guyford Coins. Earnings per share is a miss. Yes, it was a big miss. Revenue down. Yes. Hello, everyone. Javi, how you doing? Liz is here. Damn, right before the earnings call, I thought you got banned. We explained it all to everybody. Sooner, Bear. I told you all about it. I told you what was going on. We went through a 72 investigation. I never said I was banned. I said we're going through an investigation. I kept everybody in the loop. I did updates, videos, Discord events, members events, telling you all about it so you'd all know. And we're not going to talk about it anymore. The case is now closed and we are still here. We kept everyone. Can everyone in the chat, please? This is important to me. This is important to me, folks. If you were kept in the loop, if all members, if you knew what was going on throughout the time that we could have been banned, what was going on. Some people said, oh, Martyn was just trying to get subscribers. Martyn was scamming everybody, putting he was banned on a thumbnail. We were going through a banning process. We were being investigated. I explained it all to everybody. So if you were kept in the loop, you knew what was going on, you saw all the updates, you saw the live videos, you saw the live streams, the videos, can you say yes in the chat that you were kept in the loop? Because I want people to realize that everybody was kept abreast of everything, and if you were paying attention, you knew I wasn't banned. You knew what was going on and why and everything else. It was all there for you. So if you experienced that and you were kept in the loop, would you please put yes in the chat, please? Much appreciated. Okie dokie. That way the trolls can see, you know, it's all true, right? Go out of cash and still, I'm out of cash, but I'm still in a good mood, says Liz. We're all out of cash. Everyone's out of cash. All my margin's gone as well. How will this impact XRP? Well, if it's not as bad as we thought, so we hope to get a little rebound. We got a little bounce, yes, as it was announced, but it's sold off again. This is why I told everyone, do not buy this. It's way too early, but it's good that it wasn't as bad as it could have been. That's why the price overreacted. It was bad. It was a terrible earnings, but how can Coinbase make money when everyone's selling crypto and getting out of the market? It's kind of obvious, really. I am the QNT. No idea what that means, but it sounds good. For those out of cash, start looking to new cash flow opportunities. That's right. That is right. Won't do anything. By the way, this is important as well. I'm just reading all the comments. Okay. Guys, is not to go a little hope, but this is the year where everybody will get the profits back. Top 10 respect moments. Top 10 respect moments. I don't know what that means. Okay, I'm not sure. Where you from? Where? You'd like to know where I'm from? From Dallas, California. I think we got a private chat going on. Finland. Okie dokie. Hi Liz. You guys are nice. Yeah, we tried to be nice. Hey up, banana heads. They are Vaz. It's working. Your bananas again. Remember yesterday you said bananas wasn't working? I like Finland. Yes, I've been to Helsinki several times on the ships and all the rest of it when I was doing my shows and stuff around the world. Yeah, Vaz, stuck in my portfolio, but Archer is the green. Vaz is dope. You've no idea how good Vaz is. More information about Vaz coming soon. If you haven't, I'd suggest to visit, bro. There's a little tip for you. Inside tip. Vaz is the man. He knows things. He'll bring it to you soon. Vaz, more content, please. I choose only BS. I choose only BS. All right, Liz, I don't get that. The other streamer scumbag is annoying. Are we talking about the guy who says George? Oh, don't be nasty. He's doing his best. He's doing what he thinks is right. That's okay, innit? Anyway, I love yesterday's Olympic special. Great audience. Another show tomorrow. I love yesterday's Olympic special. What Olympic special? Oh, yes. Vaz's show. I was thinking, what does he mean, Olympic special? I didn't do Olympic special. Vaz did. We got a new member. Thank you, Paul. Let us know where you're from. Let's hope Goods Hood comes a bit back. I'm not worried about Hood at all. I know what Robinhood earn. I'm not bothered about them at all. It is up slightly since the news. Yeah, that was, pretty much inevitable. But, people take profit in these scary times. I just buy more. I ain't bothered about that. I choose BS too. Space, I'm praying there's a U-turn. Yeah, very risky stuff, that one. It's the bloody management. It's the Eric Kearney is the problem. He's the issue. Eric Kearney's just, he don't care about anybody apart from himself. More show, Vaz. Love the new rig. Isn't it great? Vaz does a great show. Price also crashed. The exchange went down. Crypto deposits and withdrawals stopped. Not sure if they have resumed, says Hoddle. Average says noise. Not in use. Not sure whether to buy or hold. Well, that's no obvious. You can't. You should have bought earlier. You can't buy now. It's kind of obvious. Look at the balance sheet. Didn't he say Spark token? I have no idea what that means. I need to listen to Brad. When I lay down, he would put me right out. What do you mean by that, Charles? Is he just boring and talk nonsense? Kind of like an arcade selling tokens. Lucas coin. Well, we've all got our Luca now. Everyone today got their Luca on Discord. Did you all get your Luca? We're all moving towards it. Everyone on Discord today. We now, if you want Discord, we now do 2-stage events. You see all my trades, 90% off, one-on-one support. You can message me, friend request. It is a private club. We only admit 2 people a day. That's it. And you have to go through a process of requesting to be in. You can't buy your way in. It is a special service. Here is the Discord. If you want to be on there, send me a friend request. We only admit 2 people a day. All my trades, 24/7. If you want that. And now everyone now has a Luca badge. Yep, you all have your Luca badge. It's a new perk on the server. We got boosted today. I thought Elon was going to use Dogecoin. I wouldn't have thought that would be a good idea. Wait a minute, Martin. You will need to use XRP on the XRP. Hey? Wait a minute, Martin. You will need to use XRP on the XRP ledger. I don't get that. You can write your own program, but it's XRP on the XRPL. Nothing else will work for the fees. Well, yeah, but you can. It's not, it's not XRP or nothing. Like button plus who's gonna trust Elon? Yeah, it's his server. It's his system. He can do what he wants, I would have thought. I'm a member of Discord, but not here on YouTube. When member only, where are you looking for questions from us in Discord? Well, members only YouTube channel, I'm looking in the YouTube channel for questions. Right now, we are members only, and I haven't got to members only right now, so in a minute, I won't see you. This is YouTube, not Discord. This is YouTube. So if you want to be a member here and be members only, you want to be a YouTube member. Cryptos are us, that's right. How do I get to do a review? I've just explained that one. Let me go through. He's actually quite tidy. Tidy big dog. Who's tidy? Show us year to date with margin and how you're beating the market. Okay, I've got a troll in today. I'm paying no attention to you. Show us how you do it. It's one of my bloody idiots who comes in. Show us how you do it. It's not polite. He's not nice. I show everybody every single day what's going on. Everyone knows what's going on. I'm not going to appease a troll who just got nothing better to do. River of Babylons, we're going down again. Do you live under a rock, says Charles. Yes, here we go. Here's George. Yes, everyone guessed it. Everyone guessed it. Oh, everyone said as well they received all the information about when I was going through the investigation and we're all done. So everybody said, yes, Martyn, you kept us in the loop. We all know what was going on. Everybody said yes. William, Christian Moore, James, everybody said yes. That's great. Good. Now I know everyone's paying attention. This is the year to start working overtime. I'm always working overtime. Coinbase CEO sold 5 million worth before earnings. Absolutely nothing. That is pre-scheduled tax selling. That is not an issue whatsoever. KC is brilliant. Did you see KC's show today? It was her best ever show, best numbers, best engagement. Everyone was great. Thank you for your support. She got the most likes. Today was great. If you enjoyed KC's show today, say yes in the chat. Did you enjoy KC's show today? It's getting better every week. Saw that about him selling. It's no big deal. It's just normal tax selling. Good evening from the UK. Betamax, how you doing? The dentist, wish I thought of that. Vaz is Satoshi. Oh my God, you've worked it out. Damn it. I was trying to keep that a secret. Yes, and by the way, if you're going to make a bang, make it big. Light up the green candles, Martyn. Cheers. You're welcome, Jacko. Martyn's reading all comments now. He wasn't on members only by then. That's right. We are on members only now. That's right. Mark Saxby is here. Good evening, Martyn, everyone. Looking forward to hear what Coinbase has to say during earnings. Mark Saxby, I think you've been kicked from Discord. You chose not to be a member. I think so. I might be wrong, but I've not seen you around. The system has now been upgraded. We are a premium invitation only service. You can become a member again from a couple of bucks. 90% discount, never goes up. There you go. If you want that, please come back to us. All right. I just know you personally and I've not seen you on the server. So I'm guessing that's what it is. Gordon Gecko is filming his bags with XRP. No, haven't had a chance to check Discord today. Tomorrow it'll be a day to buy. I didn't catch Luca in the Discord. So basically, if you go into Discord now, we've been boosted, we've been upgraded. Everyone is promoting the server. It's getting better and better and better. We now have a Luca coin. We now have our Luca tag badge, right? So it's all the good stuff that's coming, folks. So if you go into Discord, go into the settings and add your tag. That means when you move around Discord servers, you've got a tag. You can also dress up your name and make it look cool. And there's loads of stuff you can do to be recognized on the server and all the rest of it. You have a Luca coin badge now. You could use Luca on the ticker name for your coin. Oh, well, might be a reason why we did that. Oh, I know, Liz. I thought I'd be deleted my space comment in time, but it was naive. Don't worry, Dan. Easy Tiger, what's wrong with Elon? Yes, yes, yes. Everybody knew what was going on. Good, I'm loving it. Yes, you all love Casey. Had a good talk. Yeah, I'm sorry for star guest, and it was me. I was the first one. Casey's going to have more guests as time goes on. I was just testing it for her. Anyway, I'll take a look, mate. Thank you, Mark Saxby. Yeah, what we do now, Mark, is invitation only. Not everyone can get in. You can get in because you're my friend, but people apply every day, and 2 out of 5 get accepted. The other 3 out of 5 don't get accepted. Doesn't matter how much you want to pay for it. It's a private club. You've got to apply, give some good answers. You've got to have a good standing account, a good reason why you want to be. So there's an interview process. If we then accept you into the club, you can then choose which membership you want, $2.99 or $4.99. $4.99 is for those that want the 24-hour trades. They want the 2-stage events a day after the opening and closing bell. So I just did one a half an hour ago, and we talked about Coinbase. I said it was going to be a miss, and it was. I told you what I was trading and what I'm doing, all of that good stuff. And there you go. And you have 12 hours to select your membership. If you choose not to accept a membership, then you'll be kicked from the server. Not to be rude, that's what it's called. And it just keeps it all safe. And hopefully now we're getting a much better server. Yes, she's coming into herself, Casey. She is. She's doing a great great show. All right, we got 20 minutes to go before Coinbase. This is the official Coinbase earnings. They have 378 people waiting. We've got 230. Considering they've got 123,000 subscribers, and this is Coinbase, we have got a bigger audience. Well, just slightly less than them, but actually, if you look at the percentages, we are pretty close to them, which is not bad, is it really? Anyway, we've got 21 minutes to go. So we are in members only mode. I will now take it back to general subscribers so everyone can get a chance to speak if you would like to. Just looking at the views, bloody hell, we're doing 2,000 views an hour. We're on fire at the moment. The channel's on fire again. What's all that about? Right, let me go to subscribers. Now everyone has a voice. No one gets left behind, but I can only reply to all members. Obviously, I'd never get anything done if I tried to talk to every troll in the account. We've got no interest and time for that, have we? So while I just wait, we've got 20 minutes. We've answered all questions. Let me check Discord. Is there anyone that needs a friend request accepted? If you are on Discord, send me a friend request. If you are a member, I will accept it. Do it now is a good time. Let me refresh it. Let me reload it. Are there any friend requests? I think I'm up to date. No, everybody. Oh, hello. Martyn Lucas Investor has enabled. Martyn Lucas Investor has available boosts. Use them to unlock enhance roll styles. Oh, I've done that. Enable. Enhance roll enables. If your server. Oh, look at that. We got fireworks. You missed it. We had fireworks then. Enhanced role. If your server, go to server settings. Yeah, we've got extra roles now being added to the server. This is because everyone's boosting. Right, okay. Let me have a look. Lucas Aids. Oh, yeah, look at this. Let me get a quick look here. Okay, let's have a look. Yeah, we've had. Yeah, we got new images being added all the time. So, oh, solid. Oh, we can change this now. Oh, holographic. I'm going to give that to the premium members. Where is it? Oh, yeah, look at this. Premium. I better do that in a minute. I've got to do that in a minute. All right, I've got to do that in a minute. But yeah, we got new features being added all the time because the server is growing so quickly. Right, how long have we got? 20 minutes. Have you have to watch KC's show replay? If you want to see KC's show, let me give you the replay of what you missed today. So here we go. Let me bring it up for you. This is where you go on the channel. We're live right now. While we wait, I'll tell you what we'll do. A bit of maintenance. We've got 15 minutes before it starts. So a few things you may not have missed. In fact, let's do it right now. Let's make this happen. This is the Clips channel. It's free. There's no memberships. There's no ad revenue. There's no ads, nothing, okay? This is the Clips channel. We're 15 away from being 1,000. And it's 1 month of the channel, I think, like end of this week. Or, yeah, end of this. I think it's end of this week. If we can get to 1,000 before the week's out, it'd be like our record for any of our network, all right? So there's the Clips channel. It's completely free. There's no ads. There's no memberships. And what we do... we have new clips. Look, I just put a new clip here just 1 hour ago. What you do is you go to the clips page and you get little
Coinbase
clips.
earnings. Join me live tonight for the comeback of the century.
There you go, clips.
Crypto is all oversold at the moment. It's coming down. The markets are fearful.
These are 30-second, 1 minute little clips for you. And we have a playlist, which is called the Clips Playlist. If you view the playlist, everything that comes out in order gets added. So you can see I just added a new one to the top. I haven't done it for about a week. I've got a bit behind. I've got to catch up with this. But we add clips here for you, little shorts, little clips to give you all the news bulletin and for the day. All right, no ads, no memberships, just like boom, 10 seconds, 15 seconds, 30 seconds news. And if you subscribe now, your name will come up on the screen. And let's see if we can get to 1,000 subscribers in the next minute, right? We're 985. Let's refresh it. Have we got there yet? 985 with 15 to go. Could everyone do it? There's 208 of you watching. We've got 15 minutes before the Coinbase earnings. Could we do it? Could we do it? It'd be really great if we can do it. This is the clips channel where you get all the shorts and all the clips. We've also got the extra channel. I won't confuse you, shall I? I won't confuse you. There's the extra channel. There's the music channel. I won't do that. Let's just focus on the clips channel so you can get to 1,000. 985. We're stuck on that. We need 15 more. I bet everyone's done it, haven't you? You've all done it. There's no one here to do it. Okay, I'll come back to it in a minute and see if we get there. Right, Coinbase earnings. We are 15 minutes to go. Here is the call. We'll cover it live, so stand by for the Coinbase earnings. Bit of Cornish there for you, my lover, my booty, my handsome, my booty, my lover. So we'll be on the Coinbase our Coinbase earnings in a minute. All right, but until then, we have to wait because the Coinbase earnings ain't started yet, my booty, my handsome, my lover. All right, this is Cornish. It's where I come from. Sounds daft, doesn't it? It is daft. It's daft. We like daft in Cornwall. We like being daft. We don't mind it. All right. So anyway, we are in general mode. I've got a question here from user. He says, hello, Martyn. I'm a member on Discord. Question, what is your estimate price for HOOD tomorrow? I bought some units today at the same time as you. Thank you for your response. Robinhood, I have $140 to $150 target. So when it went down to 70 plus, I don't care whether it's 75, 80 or 90. I just bought some. I bought as much as I could. I'm all in. I've got no more money. I bought it cheaper than Kathy Wood. I always beat Kathy Wood. She's always late to the party. She buys bigger. She also talks bloody nonsense and stuff like that. But I don't like her. I can't stand the bloody woman. But anyway, I really don't like her. I think she's just all about herself. Anyway, whatever. I bought more Robinhood. So I don't know where it'll be tomorrow, user. You got to change your name. We can't call you user, can we? We can't call you user. Give yourself a real name. You can't call yourself user. That don't sound good, does it? But I actually think that... You can change your username. Everyone should do that. It's very important. I'm Martyn Lucas Investor. Guess what my username is? Martyn Lucas Investor. Make sure you got the right name. It's important. People don't bother doing it and they miss out. Somebody else will call themselves JP. And you want to be called JP? You can be JP. Just change the username. All right? Important that. 9% of year-on-year revenue growth from coin in crypto bear market. Motto GTE, monolism. Some companies go down while beating all numbers. Coin missed most of estimates. Analysts lower their targets. Some go from buy to sell, and yet it's up. Can't explain. Yes, you can. Can explain perfectly because the market expected it to be a lot lower. That's why. And it's also a pump and dump scenario. So it's perfectly understandable. It's exactly what I predicted. I said it would miss on earnings, and it did. It popped on earnings because it's not as bad as people thought it was. Crypto market is over capitulated now, over fearful, and which is great. This is why I've been buying Robinhood and Google. It's painful, it's frustrating, but that's how you make life-changing money. Having a tamarind margarita to your name. Cheers, Jacko. Thank you. Copy that, says Tidy. Is there a calendar on the website of upcoming earnings calls you are covering? No, because you request it. You will see on the home page of the channel. Let me come back to here. How long have we got? 10 minutes now. Did we get to 1,000? 985. 986. We got one more. Oh my gosh, how close are we now? 986. Can anyone subscribe to the clips channel? I want to get 1,000 in the first month. It'd be really cool. I think it's like 1,000 this week. I can't remember. When did we create this account? It might be over that now. When did we create it? Let's have a little look. What does it say here? More. About. Was created on December the 15th. No, that's when December the 15th, 2025. Oh, it's more than a month. Oh my God. It's 2 months. It's 2 months. It's 2 months in 3 days' time. Bloody hell, I thought it was like a month. That went quick. It's 2 months. Oh my gosh. So yeah, we haven't done it in the first month. Oh, well, never mind. I thought it was a month. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Did we get any more? 286. Yeah. Never mind. What was I going to say? Can't remember what I was going to say now. Lost my train of thought. How long have we got? I will, but I have no idea how to get rid of the user part. Yeah, you just go into your Google account and just check, settings and change your username. Go into, because YouTube is Google. Google own YouTube. Go into your Google set. Just right click on your icon, the top right hand corner of the screen. There's your icon. Right click on it. Go into settings. And your username's in there, and you don't have to be called user anymore. You can be called JP. You might not get JP. I bet someone's got it, but you could be JP1 or JP is great, something like that. But there you go. You don't want to be, who wants to be user 75? You don't want to be that, do you? Part of the name. Can you instruct me how to change it? Yes. Right click on your icon, find the settings in Google, and you change it there. Go to your settings. There you go. Like human being Liz. Call me anything, but don't call me early. That's right. You were answering my question about Oh, yes. Upcoming reviews. Right. Bloody hell. How long have I got? 10 minutes. I'm glad you repeated it. That's what it's all about, right? So what you do is you go on the homepage of the channel, and you'll see upcoming live streams. Well, as you can see, there's no scheduled upcoming live streams apart from the 1 million and the 1 billion celebration. Okay. Now, the billion is, it says September the 30th, 27. It's 13 years, but we can't schedule out 13 years. That's why it says September the 30th, 27. We can't do anything about that. All right. But if there was an earnings that you'd booked, and you can book an earnings, if you're a member of the channel, which you are, all right, you can book an earnings. It's a $10 super chat. I will cover your earnings. So you know what business you like. There isn't one booked at the moment. Upcoming live streams, there's nothing. So you can go to the earnings. I can see all the earnings tomorrow. We've got Moderna. We've got Cameco. Next week, we've got nothing exciting on Tuesday, nothing on Monday. Wednesday, we've got Garmin, Fiverr, Wing, Solar Edge. Oh, I've got Solar Edge on my UK solar panel thing. What else? Coca-Cola. Oh no, that's Coke. C-O-K. That's the affiliate. We've got Walmart. We've got John Deere, Etsy, Yeti, all sorts. You know what you've got because you buy the stock, right? You can do a request and I can book it in for you. And that's how you know what we've got booked in. We've got nothing booked in because if it was booked in, it would be on the homepage of the channel, upcoming live streams, and you'd see it there. And we don't have any. That's how you know there's none there. All right. KO is selling off. Yeah. Coca-Cola. I told everybody. Vaz says Oxy is attractive earnings. Yes. Somebody want to call it? Somebody want to book it in? You can book it in. So anyway, yeah, Coca-Cola. I told everybody, stop buying it. What are you doing? I told you my price target was 80. Was I right? I was absolutely spot on to the penny. Yes, it went to $80. It sold off. And they went, oh, why don't we stay in it? Well, that's the reason. We took profits. We're not chasing stock. We took our money. Now I've got to do another analysis and see where it goes next year. Then we can buy it again. Martyn is an icon, says investor. Thank you very much. KO is selling off. Yes, it is. Got it. I will try that. JP sounds good. Thank you. Yeah, you can do it right now. Take 10 seconds. on your computer. Right click. It takes literally 10 seconds to do it. Bottom alert for Coinbase. Seriously, Polymarket launches. Thank you, Vocal Vosser. Has anyone used Polymarket? Don't even know what it is. Michelin Tire earnings. Michelin Tire earnings. Well, you can book it if you've got $10 and you want to book it in. Right. Okay. Let's get ready to rumble. Coca-Cola. Sorry. Coinbase earnings. 7 minutes. Let's come back to it. So, while we wait, we got 7 minutes to go. There's my X. There's my Instagram. There's the new button. The new button. The all links button. There is a membership if you want to become a member on YouTube. All the perks and benefits. All right. And there's Discord. We only accept 2 a day. So there you go. You got 12 hours once you get accepted to select your membership. Otherwise, you'll be kicked from the server because we are limited all the time now. There are no spaces available for people to come in and troll and mess about. We're investors here. So there you go. All right. Marvelous. Right. Let's get ready. We got exactly now 6 minutes to go. Woo. What a day. Members Day tomorrow. 6 minutes to go. I just refreshed the screen. This is the Coinbase earnings. They've got 500 people watching and waiting. We've got 192. All right. Which is pretty low actually, but then if they can only get 500, no one cares about the Coinbase earnings. It's crazy. I never understand this. You get millions of crypto investors that tell you all this nonsense on X and, oh, it's got $1 million. But when it comes to the actual Coinbase earnings, no one shows up. It just shows you how ignorant some people are, and they just want to buy because some idiot says on some YouTube channel. But when it comes to the actual earnings, I can't be bothered with that. What do you mean? What do you mean the Coinbase earnings? I ain't got time for that. So that's how it's easy to always win in this market. All right, okie dokie. We're just a few minutes to go now. I hope tomorrow it goes straight up, says Vogel. Well, you never know. Philip, Liz, hello. Looks like, said Liz. All right, let's get ready to rock and roll. We're nearly there. Let me check my Discord. Is anybody? Oh, we got a new member.
I can't believe
this is Scott.
At Scott Elliott 5722 has become a member.
Scott is celebrating his membership. Oh, I've got a message over on Discord from the A-team. Vaz likes Oxy. Do you want to cover Oxy earnings? Vaz, do you want to do it? Want to do it, mate? Any membership requests? No, we're all good. All members are processed for today. Yeah, we're fully sold out again today. Flipping-tastic. Have I got any at 12 hours yet? Trader for Life, Like and Flapjack. You are down to your last hour before you're kicked from the server. We've also got Black Jude, Jigger and Xena. You've got a few hours left. Redbeard, you've got 7 hours left. You'll be kicked. If someone pays for it, Vaz says. Yes, if someone does a $10 super chat, Vaz will do the Oxy earnings. I love it. I believe in you, Vaz says this way, Death Gaming. So anyway, a big, what's his name? Big 7-9. You've just come in. But you are not yet on the server. You've just rejoined, but you haven't selected a membership. That's Big 97. Langolia, you haven't yet. You've only got 8 hours left, and you'll be kicked from the server. Football Bag, you've got 6 hours left, and you'll be kicked from the server. You haven't requested a membership yet. George Hyro, you've got 6 hours left. Joe, you've got 5 hours left. So be careful. We've got no places left to be able to just leave them there. Right. 3 minutes to go before the Coinbase earnings. Here is Discord if you've not got yourself a membership yet. Alrighty Righty. Let's get ready for the Coinbase earnings. Has everyone tapped the like button? Have you all subscribed? Did we have a look? Did we get any more subscribers today? Let's have a quick look. If we got anybody in this stream, Coinbase. Oh, that's rubbish, isn't it? Let's sort that out. There you go. Let's have a little look here. Coinbase 387. Oh, yes. Another 6 subscribers. Bloody marvelous. We like it. So Coinbase, we are just a few seconds away. Let me refresh the screen. Let me protect from copyright. Mute that. Unmute this. Way, there you go. So they're playing music now. We've got the audio. This is the audio from Coinbase. There it is, but we mute that. You don't want that. We don't want to give you that. We will wait until they start speaking. There's 300 people watching on their server. 370, and we have got 224. That just shows you that no one in crypto cares about Coinbase earnings. I cannot believe it. How could you buy Bitcoin and any crypto if you don't even care about the earnings? That seems mental to me.
this.
Oh, we got an Electrum member.
At Wilfred Dorabeza 529 has become a member.
One of our Electrum members, hello to you. Look out on the homepage, on the YouTube channel. You will see in the posts and the community page, you will see my trades. And if you've got all things turned on, you might even receive an email from YouTube as well. Not from me. I don't have your email. It's from YouTube, okay? So that's where your trades are every day, okay, if you are an Electrum member. Tomorrow, there'll be an Electrum special, a members only, with free stock analysis. That's tomorrow. Look out for that. All right, we got 30 seconds to go. Coinbase are playing this music right now. Listen in. There you go. We're muting that. We don't want copyright. And we're waiting for them to start the call. Stand by for the Coinbase earnings. Lovely stuff. We want to learn more about crypto. How could you possibly be investing in crypto if you're not paying attention to the Coinbase earnings? It's beyond me that no one is actually watching this. Millions buying crypto. No one cares about Coinbase earnings. How mental is that? I mean, seriously, you're the smart people, right? Okay, which is the minority. Here we go.
Coinbase fourth quarter and full year 2025 earnings call. My name is Anil Gupta, and I'm Vice President of Investor Relations at Coinbase. Joining me on today's call are Brian Armstrong, co-founder and CEO, Emily Choi, President and COO, Alicia Haas, CFO, and Paul Graywall, Chief Legal Officer. During today's call, we may make forward-looking statements which may vary materially from actual results. Information concerning risks, uncertainties, and other factors that could cause these results to differ is included.
Let me work on the sound, folks. I will improve the audio for you.
Will also include certain non-GAAP financial measures. Reconciliations to the most directly comparable GAAP financial measures are provided in the shareholder letter on our investor relations website. Non-GAAP financial measures should be considered in addition to, not as a substitute for, GAAP measures. We'll start today's call with comments from Brian and Alicia and then take questions. And with that, I'll turn it over to Brian.
Prices, but Bitcoin remains the best performing asset class of the past decade. We've been through cycles like this many times at Coinbase, and adoption continues to grow, regulatory clarity is on the horizon, and I'm more bullish than ever. Moreover, we've successfully diversified the business where stablecoins, subscription and services revenue, and now trading of other asset classes like stocks, prediction markets, and commodities means our revenue is less correlated to crypto price fluctuations. We launched the Everything Exchange in Q4 and are seeing early signs of success. Global trading volume and market share doubled year over year, reaching new all-time highs. Just last week, as crypto prices fell, gold and silver futures drove record notional volume on our exchange. We hit our highest 24-hour trading volume in over a year, in fact. And Base set a new transaction all-time high with AI agents adopting stablecoin wallets. Base is quickly establishing itself as the on-chain home for AI. So looking ahead, our strong balance sheet and progress on the Everything Exchange gives us the ability to continue investing in these market conditions. We'll keep buying Bitcoin, we'll continue to buy our stock back, and we won't stop building. Now I want to talk about how we're going to win in 2026. Financial services is a massive industry, and there's multiple trillions of dollars of revenue up for grabs. Crypto is updating the financial system, from trading to payments to lending, and Coinbase is the best positioned company in the world to capitalize on this transformation. Here are 4 reasons why. Number 1, we store more crypto than any other company. We're the most trusted brand in crypto, and we work with thousands of institutions, including 5 GSIB banks and 150 government agencies. Just as one example, we store 12% of all crypto in the world, more than the next 4 competitors combined. Assets on platform has grown about 3x over the past 3 years, and these assets are very sticky as we connect more products into them. So that's the first reason. Number 2, we've doubled our trading volume and market share year over year. We started off as the leader in the US, and now as regulatory clarity has emerged around the world, we're growing our share internationally as well. Number 3, we've diversified our revenue streams so that it's not just trading specific. We now have 12 products doing over 100 million in annualized revenue. Subscription and services revenue hit all-time highs, up 5.5x from the peak in 2021. And we generated positive adjusted EBITDA in any market condition, and consistently profitable on the adjusted EBITDA and adjusted net income basis over the last 2 years. And finally, number 4, we have deep crypto expertise at Coinbase. This manifests in the unique products that we've been able to offer. So for example, we were early to offer DEX trading, which now allows us to have millions of crypto assets available to trade. We were early on DeFi, borrow lend. We were early on building out.
Bear with me.
Migrated to our multi-party computation cold storage system, the next generation of it, which has allowed us to accelerate the speed at which customers can complete transactions. So this deep crypto expertise really is one of our core strengths. So for these reasons, we're best positioned to win this transformation as more and more financial services are updated by crypto, this big secular trend. Now in 2026, we have 3 top priorities that we're focused on, and I'll quickly run through those. So the first one is to grow the Everything Exchange. In Q2 last year, we introduced our Everything Exchange vision, which is one platform for all tradable assets, whether that's crypto, equities, prediction markets, commodities, and more. Our thesis here is simple. For customers, the ideal experience is to have access to every investment and trading product that they want in one trusted place, wherever their assets reside. Stocks and prediction markets are natural extensions of our core business, providing a clear path to increasing product stickiness and revenue generation. And it's working. Early feedback from our customers is very positive, and we see a number of users crossing over to trade commodities and equities alongside their crypto. We hit all-time highs in derivatives volume and revenue in Q4. And a few weeks ago, we rolled out prediction markets to 100% of our customers. Soon, we'll add more markets and a dedicated sports hub for prediction markets. Equities have rolled out. We'll have almost 10,000 tickers live this month. And in Q4, we even acquired Echo to enable more efficient on-chain capital formation. This can offer unique investment products to our customers on our Everything Exchange from the private market. We're working on shipping tokenized equities, which will be a major positive change to the financial system. And with the crypto forward leadership of the SEC, we believe there's a path to get there. We'll also be expanding the Everything Exchange to more countries around the world. So that's our number 1 priority in 2026 is growing the Everything Exchange. Our second priority is that we're scaling stablecoins and payments. Stablecoins are the second killer app in crypto, and most are still underestimating the potential of a digital dollar. In Q4, we hit an all-time high in USDC stored in Coinbase products, which helped USDC reach an all-time high market cap of about $75 billion. In 2026, we're focused on expanding stablecoin utility with deeper product integrations, scaling out our payments infrastructure in Coinbase Developer Platform and Coinbase Business. We're even protecting the ability to pay rewards to customers using stablecoins to ensure customers can benefit from this and that regulated US stablecoins remain competitive with offshore or unregulated offerings. If you were designing money from scratch today, you'd get crypto and stablecoins where you can transfer funds anywhere in the world in under a second for less than a cent. With the unrivaled efficiency gains, all signs point to stablecoins continuing to grow. We're even seeing these AI agents adopt stablecoins for payment, and I believe that stablecoins will be the default payment method for AI agents. Okay, so that's our second priority, stablecoins and payments. Our third and final priority in this 2026 timeframe is to bring the world on-chain. Now, on-chain is a key part of our business strategy and our mission, and this is the
Ethereum
broad
and
term that we
XRP are
use
moving
for
up.
DeFi, self-custodial wallets, and
As
full
is
adoption
Bitcoin.
of decentralized technology as opposed to centralized intermediaries. We're seeing growing adoption of self-custodial wallets around the world, which let people store their funds and instead of trusting a third party. With just a smartphone and an internet connection, anyone can get access to more financial services, improved financial services, and participate in the global economy. We have a winning on-chain strategy, and in 2026, you'll see more DeFi integrations in the Coinbase app. You'll see scaled adoption of the Base app with its new focus on trading. We'll continue to increase transaction volume on the Base chain, and all of the above will increase the percentage of on-chain activity powered by Coinbase infrastructure. So in closing, as crypto continues to update the financial system, Coinbase is the best positioned company to capitalize on this transition and bring more economic freedom to the world. Now I'll turn it over to Alicia.
Thanks, Brian. Good afternoon, everyone. 2025 was a strong year for Coinbase, both operationally, as Brian just highlighted, and financially. We executed consistently against our goals. We delivered or outperformed our revenue and expense guidance that we provided every quarter. Our 2025 total revenue was $7.2 billion, a 9% year-over-year increase. Subscription and services revenue reached $2.8 billion, up 23% year-over-year, and more than 5.5 times higher than the prior cycle peak in 2021. As Brian noted, we are pleased to see the growth of the number of products generating $100 million of annualized revenue. And equally, if not more pleased, to see many of these products scale. And we are working hard to see more products join the $250 million, $500 million, and $1 billion annualized revenue club. Turning to our Q4 results, I'm going to start with some highlights. We did have quarter-over-quarter softer market conditions. Crypto market cap was down 11% quarter-over-quarter. However, we outperformed the market on total trading volume, driven by strong derivatives volume growth. Deribit saw another all-time high quarter. Q4 marked our 9th consecutive quarter of native unit inflows. This is inflows to our assets on platform, where customers then in turn stake, they custody, they engage in USDC. So we're seeing growth in native units despite the price headwinds. It was our 12th consecutive quarter of adjusted EBITDA profitability. We are a business that is prepared for volatility. We have diversified over the last 4 years. Our transaction revenue is diversified and will continue as we execute against the Everything Exchange. As we mentioned, we have 12 products with over $100 million of annualized revenue, and we are scaling them. Half of those are over $250 million. As we enter the first quarter and seen even more volatility, what we are pleased to see is that our retail customers are hodling like they always have, but those who are in the market, they're buying the dip. Every week we've seen net buying versus selling on our platform as we've entered this year. And as Brian mentioned, Coinbase is buying the dip. We've deployed $1.7 billion to repurchase shares. We've fully offset our 2025 dilution from stock-based compensation, and we're buying Bitcoin. So let's dive into the details. Q4 total revenue was $1.8 billion, down 5% quarter-over-quarter. Q4 transaction revenue was $983 million, down 6% quarter-over-quarter, while subscription and services revenue was $727 million, down 3% quarter-over-quarter. Turning to expenses, total operating expenses were $1.5 billion, up 9% quarter-over-quarter, and in line with our outlook. Technology and development, general and administrative, and sales and marketing expenses collectively increased 14% quarter-over-quarter, primarily driven by costs associated with the recently closed acquisitions of Deribit and Echo, and higher USDC rewards, reflecting the record USDC balances held in Coinbase products. When you exclude deal-related costs associated with our M&A activity in 2025, tech and dev, G&A plus sales and marketing would have increased 11% on a quarter-over-quarter basis. We ended the year with 4,951 full-time employees, up 3% quarter-over-quarter, as we continue to invest in product team development, customer support, and compliance infrastructure. Adjusted EBITDA in the fourth quarter was $566 million, and adjusted net income was $178 million. On a GAAP basis, we reported a net loss of $667 million, primarily driven by a $718 million unrealized loss on our crypto investment portfolio and a $395 million loss on strategic investments, which includes our investment in Circle. As I mentioned, we're adding to our crypto investment portfolio on a weekly basis. We've modestly increased the size of our weekly purchase to build positions in these price markets. Importantly, we remain in a very strong capital and liquidity position. We ended the year with $11.3 billion in cash and cash equivalents and total available resources of approximately $14.1 billion when you include our crypto assets held for investments and collateral. As our stock price declined during Q4 and through early February, we took the opportunity to begin repurchasing our stock within our previously approved authorization. As of today, we have repurchased $1.7 billion of our common stock, fully offsetting dilution from stock-based compensation for the year 2025. We secured an $815 million notional discount to the average price we issued that stock-based compensation in 2025. In January, our board approved an additional $2 billion share repurchase authorization, which we plan to continue to deploy opportunistically when we see price dislocations and to manage down our future dilution from stock-based compensation. Now I'm going to touch briefly on our Q1 outlook. Through February 10th, we have generated approximately $420 million of transaction revenue. Markets have experienced heightened volatility as we began the year, and so while we always caution extrapolation, it's even more important when we see volatility spikes. For the first quarter, we expect subscription and services revenue to be in the range of $550 to $630 million, reflecting the lower average crypto price environment we are in, lower interest rates, and lower staking protocol rewards rates compared to the fourth quarter. On the expense side, we expect technology and development plus general and administrative expenses to be flat quarter over quarter, in the same range we guided last quarter, in the range of $925 to $975 million. Similarly, we expect sales and marketing expenses to be flat to down.
Ethereum's going up, XRP's going up, Bitcoin's going up.
$215 million, with our performance in the range largely depending on
Hood
performance
is
marketing
building a
opportunities
position.
and the USDC balances on our platform. Overall, while crypto markets remain cyclical, we believe Coinbase enters 2026 from a position of strength. We have a more diversified revenue base, we have a scaled global platform, and with the balance sheet that we can be flexible to continue and invest through the cycle. With that, let's go to questions.
All right, we'll take our first questions submitted to us on X. Our first one comes from @MikePovey65, who asks, are you making any headway on positive outcomes regarding the Clarity Act?
Yeah, I can take that one. So the answer is yes. I'm actually quite optimistic that we'll get something through here in the next few months. And just want to say a big shout out of appreciation to everyone in the Senate and the administration. I think they're doing all the hard work here really to help bring this to a good place. And there's lots of constituents around the table. I'd say the crypto industry is united in their asks and the things that are important to them. Other constituents are around the table, of course, as well. And I think there's an opportunity to make a win-win outcome here for everyone, for banks and crypto companies and the U.S. citizen and everyone. And so what we've really focused on is what matters most to our customers, preserving the benefits of crypto, making sure that there's not any kind of protectionism happening for incumbents, but we just want to have a good level playing field. And I think that everyone understands that, and they're all leaning in to try to create a good outcome here. The Genius Act was just passed 6 months ago, so we're careful to make sure that nothing's being relitigated there. But I think there's a good path to get something through, and really others are doing the majority of the work here, and we try to add in commentary where helpful, but hopefully we'll get to a good outcome in the next few months.
Our second question is from @InternetToken, who asks, with base TVL and sequencer revenue growing strongly in late 2025, what percentage of overall subscription and services revenue do you expect layer 2 activity from base and partners to contribute in 2026? And are there plans to further incentivize builders there?
I'll start with this one, Brian, and then hand it over to you. So first, I just want to a little bit correct the question. Base revenue, We monetize both directly and indirectly. Directly, we're monetizing Base through sequencer fees, and those sequencer fees are recorded in other transaction revenue, not in our subscription and services revenue. However, Base benefits us indirectly as well. And indirectly, we are using Base to monetize throughout our stack, both for Coinbase builders and our own products. And so, for example, USDC on Base does drive USDC revenue through subscription and services. We don't have a forecast that we're offering today, but our goal throughout all of our products and services is to continue to drive quality, drive users to our platform to monetize through the stack of products.
Ethereum's coming up
But
quickly.
Brian, you want to touch on incentives?
XRP's coming up quickly.
Yeah. So for the second part
Bitcoin's
of the
coming up
question
quickly.
about what incentives we're putting out there to build for builders on Base. So we're doing this in a number of different ways. We do give out grants called Base grants for builders. We're improving our developer tools all the time just to make it simple for folks to onboard. And we're getting distribution for many of these builders through our apps. So an example of this recently was like, these AI agents that have been spinning up. We put out some really useful tools for developers to just get any AI agent a crypto wallet and begin to make stablecoin payments and begin to complete agentic commerce, essentially. And that started to get quite a good amount of traction. We're exploring a Base token as well, which we've mentioned in the past. And then the Base app itself, which is taking this more trading-focused approach, we think it can help driving distribution for builders on Base. So yeah, these are all ways that we're growing adoption. And the Base chain itself works well across payments, trading, DeFi, a multitude of use cases. So our goal is to help it be really like the primary utility layer for crypto, all built on Ethereum.
And our third and final question from X comes from @ChiefSkirp, who asks, what product or platform initiative are you most excited about that investors may be underestimating today?
Yeah, well, I think the two I'd draw folks' attention to are the Everything Exchange, right? I think it's a big vision that how do we get all tradable assets on chain? In the end state of this is that we'd want to see 24/7 global markets. Anybody can come in and participate. There's a more level playing field, democratizes access to a lot of this, and it'll just make it much easier to do capital formation, price discovery. I think the ideal outcome here is we'd be one of the top exchanges in the whole world across any asset class. That's really the vision for the Everything Exchange. And because we have this deep crypto expertise, I think, and crypto is the most important technology updating the financial system right now, I think we'll have an advantage there. The second one I'd point people to are stablecoin payments. I mean, I think we're still in the very early days of this. Stablecoins have already gotten pretty big, but I think that we're just scratching the surface. And payments globally they flow to the path of least resistance. And stablecoin rails they're faster, they're cheaper, more global. And so today, about half of 1% of global GDP runs on crypto rails. I don't see any reason why that couldn't be 10 or 20% in the next decade. And so we think there's a lot of room to run there as well.
All right, we'll now take questions from our research analysts. Questions were submitted to us in writing, and we'll take one question per analyst and optimize to cover as broad a range of topics as possible without being repetitive. Our first question comes from Andrew Jeffrey at William Blair, who asks, please discuss line of sight to Everything Exchange monetization. What are your thoughts on the timing about revenue diversification?
Thank you for this. Diversification has long been a focus of ours. So when I look at 2026, what I would focus on is diversification of tradable assets under the Everything Exchange. Derivatives will be a big growth driver. We believe in 2026, we have good momentum both across the US and our international markets. We have momentum coming from the integration of options into our platform from the Deribit acquisition that we did in late 2025. So we believe that this can be a large part of our future story and strategy. In addition, within the last few weeks, as Brian shared, we have rolled out prediction markets and we have rolled out equities. There's early encouraging signals, but we don't want to get ahead of ourselves. So we will share more updates at the end of Q1 when we have more than weeks and days of data under our belt. We're really proud that historically we've had achievements in driving diversification. We have 12 products, as we mentioned, with over $100 million of annualized revenue. Derivatives is included in that. We're working hard to scale, and we see more and more of these products able to graduate and hope that they will join the $250 million tier of annualized revenue, where we already have 6 of those 12 products. Ultimately, the goal of all of these products is that we are driving assets on platform on our platform. We are growing those native units, driving that flywheel where customers hold their assets. We hope they will trade more products, and the more tradable products we give to them, that will drive the monetization on trading. And underpinning that with our subscription and services, we store those assets. We provide platforms like USDC, which is a clear benefit to be able to trade in and out of various markets, and other horizontals that will really support that trading growth.
Next question is from Ken Worthington at JP Morgan, who asks, could your economic relationship with Circle change depending upon language in a market structure bill? In particular, could passage of a bill such as Clarity that eliminates promotional payments to stablecoin holders directly eliminate or directly curtail Coinbase's participation in Circle reserve fee income?
Yeah, so the short answer to your question is no. We don't see any way that this market structure legislation would change our economic relationship with Circle. The part that's being debated in the Senate draft for Clarity, because actually the House draft already received a strong bipartisan vote and didn't have any restrictions on these stablecoin rewards. But some drafts we saw, and actually more like amendments, I would say, in the Senate banking draft, we're contemplating that, and this, prohibiting rewards essentially in various ways. And the irony actually is, if that were to go into law, it would actually make us more profitable because we would just continue to receive the economics from Circle. But today we pass majority of that along to the customer. If we were prohibited from doing that, it would just make us more profitable. But we actually don't want that to happen for a number of reasons. One is that we think it's better for customers. We think it's better for the United States of America so that these regulated stablecoins can be competitive on a global stage. And it's already allowed under the Genius Act, which just became law 5 months ago. So our strong point of view is that should continue to be allowed, and we'll keep fighting for that.
Our next question is from Owen Lau at Clear Street, who asks, the valuation of the whole sector, including tokens and equities, has come down. How does Coinbase think about the opportunities in larger scale buybacks and M&A?
Thanks for the question, Owen. So we're very focused on it. As I mentioned in my opening comments, we ended the year in a strong financial position with over $11 billion in cash and cash equivalents. We're focused on buybacks. As I mentioned in my prior comments, we've deployed $1.7 billion to repurchase 8.2 million shares under our buyback program. That includes Q4 through February 10th. 2025 was an incredible year for us on the M&A front. We completed 10 acquisitions/acquihires, and each one helped us enable acceleration in our product roadmap, including Deribit, which was the largest crypto deal of all times. We're deploying our money into Bitcoin purchases. We significantly grew our portfolio in 2025. We doubled the number of BTC native units we held in our investment portfolio. So we are going to continue down all those paths. We're going to continue buying Bitcoin, continue buying back, continue to look at opportunistic M&A, and continue to really dynamically manage the opportunities that we see ahead of us. We feel very proud that we've delivered 12 consecutive quarters of positive adjusted EBITDA, and so we've proven that we can drive profitable profits in any market environment. We will continue to do so in 2026, and then allocate that capital with the highest ROI to our business.
Our next question is from Patrick Moley at Piper Sandler, who asks, what have you seen in terms of prediction market adoption to date among Coinbase customers? Do you have plans to build your own prediction market venue, or are you comfortable continuing to act as a retail distribution for existing venues?
Yep, I can take that one. So, our prediction markets really just rolled out to 100% of customers about a couple weeks ago. So it's early days, but so far the interest has been great. Super Bowl weekend was a really great moment where a lot of customers got to experience it for the first time. And, we're making lots of improvements rapidly on both the UX, adding more markets, having a dedicated sports hub where people can see live scores and things like that. And frankly, just marketing it, getting the word out. I think a lot of Coinbase customers are, delighted to find out that this is available in the app because they already store quite a lot of assets with us. And so we just need to make them aware of it. And I think it's going to be a really good outcome. We launched it with our partnership with Kalshi, and they've been a great partner. It's not an exclusive arrangement. We also have the ability to launch our own markets. Nothing to announce on that at the moment, but we're keeping all options open.
Our next question is from James Yarrow at Goldman Sachs. Do you think we're heading into another crypto winter? How long until the cycle could begin to recover? And how should investors think about the KPIs suggesting that the cycle could begin to turn?
Yeah, I can touch on that. So, in general, we don't try to predict the future too much here. We see our job as just building great products and services for our customers, and then we leave the investment decisions to them. I will say that in general, I kind of enjoy these periods sometimes when the market is down, ironically, just because it allows us to keep building. There's opportunities in every market, whether it's up and down, and so it gives us a chance to buy Bitcoin. It gives us a chance to buy back our stock. And we've been through so many cycles like this in crypto. I actually don't think it's that connected to core KPIs like you asked about, or some sort of fundamentals. There's a lot of kind of Monday morning quarterbacking happening where people will look backwards and say, it must be because of Kevin Warsh is an inflation hawk, or quantum computing's on the horizon or something. And I actually think markets are a little bit more like psychological things where people think someone else is going to think something, so they try to get ahead of it. And I don't think this market correction is that connected to any fundamentals. We're still seeing good growth of stablecoin adoption and other kind of indicators. So I'd say in this environment, we're seeing traders on our at these prices. We're seeing people on our platform who are net buyers. But I would leave the investment decisions to you all on this call.
Next question is from Ben Budish at Barclays. Can you talk about your 2026 spending plans? Given a wide variety of potential top-line outcomes in 2026, how do you think about need to spend versus want to spend, and where is there most flex in the cost base? Is it marketing, venture, moonshot type investments, et cetera?
Thanks, Ben. I love the way you frame this as need to spend versus want to spend, because I would definitely say there's lots of employees who want to spend. That's our job, to figure out the right investments for the company and making sure that we're deploying our capital prudently. So 2025 was an investment year. We included a chart in our shareholder letter that showed that the majority of our year-over-year increase went into, first and foremost, sales and marketing. USDC rewards were the single largest contributor to year-over-year expense growth, in connection to the year-over-year all-time high we saw in USDC held in Coinbase products. Another 16% of the year-over-year increase was driven by M&A, the majority of which was deal-related expenses and not core to our operations. When you look at our Q1 expense outlook, the range in the outlook is flat to our Q4 expense outlook. So while we had growth in 2025, right now as we enter 2026, we are focused on flat for the first quarter. While we take into consideration the conditions we operate in, it's very dynamic, as we've just rolled out a number of new products and services. And so we are going to be nimble as we go through the year and look at the opportunities that we have ahead of ourselves versus our expenses. And so we're keeping our eye on the ball, but right now for Q1, flat to Q4.
Our next question is from Robbie Bamberger at Baird. Yesterday, a Wall Street Journal article said that Blockfill was suspending customer withdrawals, and today Coinbase has reportedly had issues with customers trying to buy, sell, and transfer. Was the Coinbase issue just a tech mishap and not a more severe issue? Does the amount of leverage in the crypto ecosystem increase the risk that we may be more prone to customer freezes during quick pullbacks?
I'll take this one. If anyone wants to add, please jump in. We did have an event yesterday where some users briefly experienced interruptions in their ability to buy, sell, and transfer crypto on our retail and prime platform. Derivatives and equities trading remain unaffected. This was a result of a technical issue, unrelated to trading volume, unrelated to any market conditions. The issue is now resolved. We've made significant investments in our platform to hopefully mitigate these types of events and outages that historically have been driven by volume changes, and feel very proud of our investments, but we will still have technical bumps at points in time.
Next one's from Alex Markgraf at KeyBanc Capital Markets. As you work to scale the Everything Exchange, can you describe the strategy for bringing customer assets to Coinbase? To what extent do you expect equities and prediction markets to act as a front door to net new users?
Sure. So, our strategy overall, we call it the asset accumulation flywheel. And, it starts with being the most trusted brand in crypto. That causes people to store more assets with us. We store more crypto than any other company in the world, as I mentioned in my opening comments. So when people are storing their assets with us because of this trust, we have an opportunity to connect more and more products into those assets, right? And whether that's Coinbase Card, or they have a loan, or they're earning rewards on staking or USDC, and they're also getting access to more and more trading products through the Everything Exchange. We see that the more products people connect into those assets, the more sticky they are. And we use the monetization from that to really complete the flywheel, and we invest back in being the more trusted brand and adding more products. And so as we've added in some of these asset classes like equities and prediction markets and commodities into the Everything Exchange, the first step is it just makes the product more valuable for our existing users. But we're also seeing it help attract more traditional investors who want to come in and onboard and just have an easiest place, to trade every asset class in one spot, maybe get better rewards on their credit card, maybe get a better rate lending out their money. And ultimately, crypto is going to be here to update financial services more broadly and just make better financial services. So that's a little bit about our asset accumulation flywheel strategy.
Next one's from Ramsey L. Asal at Cantor Fitzgerald. You guys have made some key acquisitions in 2025. Can you help us think through your M&A strategy at this point? What parts of the business are you looking to bolster with M&A, and what types of assets are you looking at?
I can take this. I think 2025 was a fantastic year for M&A at Coinbase and included some great marquee pickups, Deribit and Echo and others. We made 10 acquisitions and acquihires, and each of them accelerates our product roadmap. In 2026, we're obviously being very selective as usual, but we're going to be aggressive where assets meaningfully pull forward the roadmap. And thematically, we're looking for incremental M&A opportunities in advancing the Everything Exchange, owning more on-chain infrastructure, and bundling stablecoins and payments infrastructure.
Our next one is from Crypto Pete Christensen at Citi. There's a recent debate that the original version of L2s as branded shards for scaling is no longer entirely valid, as Ethereum L1 is improving its own capacity and L2 decentralization has been slower than expected. The debate further argues that L2s should focus on value-added features, including AI, privacy, etc. What's Coinbase's view on the base L2 value prop going forward in this respect, and how might potential DeFi regulations shape Base's future?
Yeah, sure. So Vitalik had a great post on this recently. And, I think in some ways he's right. Ethereum doesn't need dozens or, hundreds of different L2s. We've seen that Base has rapidly become the number one L2 on Ethereum. And it's really a broad utility that makes it attractive to developers, right? It's really great for payments. It's great for trading. It's great for DeFi. People wanting to build different types of applications can come in. And Base, it does have amazing scale, right? It's been able to move really fast, have great speed of execution, and frankly, move a little faster than the Ethereum L1, which is by design. I mean, they should be a little bit. They're probably even more decentralized, a little more cautious, right? But we can inherit a lot of the security constraints from the L1, and then the L2 can move a bit faster. So the scale, speed of execution on Base has been really good. We're also working on adding novel features like you mentioned, privacy. I think private transactions or optional private transactions will be a big differentiator. And the Base app is good for distribution, like the Base token we're exploring, et cetera. So there's a lot that we can do there. Longer term, I do think the line between L1s and L2s could be a little blurry, and it's not entirely clear, that there's a hard definition of one versus the other. So anyway, we'll continue to build Base in rapid succession, and I think we can attract a lot of development activity and adoption.
Next question is from Devin Ryan at Citizens. Stablecoin adoption is a 2026 priority, but we've seen market cap flatline for the last couple of months. Why has that been, and what gives you confidence around growth in 2026? And can you give any color around incremental adoption trends?
I'll start here, Brian, if you want to add on. So I think there's two things that are happening. One is we've seen risk appetite be relatively range bound. And when you think about stablecoins, first and foremost, product market fit was as a trading pair to enable global traders to move money across the exchange ecosystem. They used it against the longer tail of assets. We've seen a shift now where there's not as much risk appetite for those longer tail. And so we've seen speculation activity come down a little bit. And as a result, stablecoin market cap has not been expanding because there was no risk and leverage expansion. The second thing that we see is higher velocity of stablecoin payments, settlements, remittances. So we've seen more transaction volume, but not necessarily a higher market cap as a result of that. So we're monetizing stablecoins in incremental and new ways. I think we still have confidence and optimism for 2026 because we are more deeply embedding stablecoins in our products and services. What we've demonstrated is that we have been a key driver of USDC's market cap growth and a key driver of our growth in assets on our platform due to our ability to embed and create differentiated experience with USDC in our products and services. And so we're excited about our ability to continue to do so and to more deeply create value through the payments priorities that Brian articulated as our second growth area, and through just the growth of the everything exchange, where we believe that using USDC in our platform will become a great experience for our users.
Yeah, I guess the only thing I'd add is that one of the things that gives me confidence about continued growth is just the Genius Act passing in the US. And we saw, I think, 150 companies in the 3 months following that piece of legislation going into law that came out and announced stablecoin integrations. And it's faster, it's cheaper, it's more global. There's no company in the world that wants to pay more money for moving their money, right? So I think that that's an incredible tailwind to see a continued adoption of stablecoins. And in particular, it's important that these stablecoins preserve the ability to have rewards programs. There are the U.S. regulated stablecoins don't exist in a vacuum. In fact, today they're the minority of all dollar issued stablecoins globally. And now that we have this legislation, we need to make sure that the U.S. regulated ones can actually remain competitive, right? Like the Chinese central bank digital currency came out and said they're going to pay interest on stablecoins. Some of the offshore regulated ones would love it if the regulated ones in the U.S. couldn't pay rewards just because it would make them preserve their profit margins, right? And so for the U.S. regulated stablecoins to be competitive, bring this industry, repatriate those reserves and bring it within the U.S. regulatory perimeter, they're going to have to be competitive, and paying rewards is a big part of that.
Our next question is from John Todaro at Needham. Can you provide an update on how much USDC market cap is currently on the Coinbase platform, i.e. a January average or February number?
We don't provide January, February data on USDC balances. So I'd point to our shareholder letter for our end of year balance in our products, as well as any details on the revenue that we earned on USDC in that period.
Next one's from Bo Pei at US Tiger. Can you quantify the effective take rate compression from simple to advanced and Coinbase One users? Structurally, where do you see normalized consumer take rates settling over the next 2 to 3 years?
Thank you, Bo, for my quarterly take rate question. What we saw in the quarter was a mix shift with more volume going to our advanced product and more trading volume coming from Coinbase One users. So as we grow our Coinbase One members, an increasing amount of trading volume we expect to shift under the Coinbase One membership umbrella. And they benefit from up to no trading fees, although we do still generate a spread on those transactions, which is showing up recorded as retail transaction revenue. So I don't have a view, and I can't tell you when the take rates will need to compress from simple to advanced. What I can say is we are very focused on growing Coinbase One membership. And I think with the growth of Coinbase One membership, what you will see is more and more trading occur under that membership umbrella.
Our next one's from Gus Gala at Mones Crespi Hart. Adoption on commerce and developer rails you talked about on page 19 of the shareholder letter. How do you work with Circle and USDC on real world volume commercialization? Can you give us an update on the time you expect it takes to get up the S-curve in B2B payments? How is this different from potential revenue S-curve? Contrast that with USDC on Base for more consumer-centric volumes via X402.
So what I will share with you is that we work on our own products as it relates to driving payments on USDC. We partner with Circle on overall items, but we also compete with them. And our goal is to drive a payments vertical, as Brian shared in our goals for 2026, where we create the best place for businesses to come transact in USDC on Base to enable their payments businesses. You'll see more about this as we go through the year. This is early in our product journey, but we're really pleased with the advancements in Q4 to build out the product set and APIs. And now we're working on go-to-market and driving customer growth and adoption.
And our final question comes from Dan Dolev at Mizuho. How should we think about the strength of the casual crypto trader in this winter? Any pattern you can call out for when they come back eventually?
I guess I will take that one too. I think that I've been in this seat now, it'll be 8 years come April. Emily's been here in over 8 years. Brian has been here 12 plus. We've seen lots of crypto market price cycles at this point in time. What continues to be true for at least the last 8 years is that the majority of retail consumers on our platform hodl through price declines. They tend to be more active in periods of high volatility. What we're pleased to see in Q1 is for those who are active, they are in a net buy versus sell position. Consumers are tending to be buying the dip right now. But we are seeing more pullback as markets move to a risk off. We've seen this before. It speaks to our goals of diversification, both in the growth of our subscription and services business, but also in diversifying the assets so they can trade anything under the sun and not limited to crypto assets. We're really pleased with what we've released so far. And as we go through the year, we're hoping to demonstrate to you that we can continue to diversify those revenue streams.
All right. Well, that does it for today. Thank you for joining us, and we look forward to speaking to you again on our next call.
There we go. Coinbase earnings. Thank you very much for tuning in tonight. I think we heard some good things there, and I was noticing that it's trying to go up. I think we sold off because it was a miss, but then it rallied because it wasn't as bad as first thought. I wouldn't be buying this. I would have bought the bottom of this, but now we're going up, which is great. Some good signs coming forward. This is why I've been buying very heavily with Google with their crypto payment system. I've been buying Robinhood massively today as well, and I've been buying Ethereum and XRP. Not happy with the management, of course, but there's more to life than just one person. And during that call, we've seen Ethereum coming up, which is nice. We've seen XRP coming up a bit, not much. Bitcoin up a little bit as well. We didn't see anything really on Robinhood. It's kind of like just going sideways, maybe consolidating. Google, not really doing anything either. But overall, I'm happy. This is, to me, an opportunity to buy. So there we go. Now, what I'm going to do is you will see on all of our social platforms, I've been recapping the entire event. During it, I put shorts and clips everywhere. So you can go and follow those. You can get all the sound bites from all of this, all of Brian's comments and others, and the questions all broken down into bite-sized pieces on the Clips channel, in the Shorts, on Reels, Instagram, and on X, of course. Everything is there for you in nice bite-sized pieces. So if you want little clips and bits and bobs, you can get all of that. What we're going to do now is, if you want my trades, there will be everything there for you on Discord as I'm buying and selling all of my trades and We have 24-hour support, and we have an active community on YouTube. There's my links there. You can get all of my trades in Electrum memberships on the community post on the homepage of the channel. Right, what we're going to do now is send you over to Extra, and I'm going to finish up my last few clips that I was doing throughout this show. Here's Extra. Everything that you missed today, you can catch up on. So let me go now live now on Extra. I will see you back in the morning. It's Members Day tomorrow, doing reviews tomorrow. Let me clip that up to there. Live now on Extra. Let me take you back to the beginning of the day so you don't get the right stuff. Let me go back to the beginning of the day. This is a replay with live chat of the day's events. There is Coinbase. Take you back to the beginning. Let me do that. And that should be there in just a couple of seconds. Just bear with me. I'm just setting up the Extra channel. And there we go. If you look over here now, you'll see the Extra channel just got updated. It's showing you the day's events with live chat. Join me over there. I'll be in there chatting to you, and of course on Discord as well. And of course, all my Electra members get all the trades 24/7 as well. So we're active 24 hours a day. There's always someone here to talk to, get support. So join us. So there you go. Live now on Extra. Let me double check if we're going there. I'm pretty certain we are. I always like to double check it and show you how I do it. Yes, we are. We're going there now. Good stuff. All right. Join me now on Extra. Thank you so much indeed. See you back in the morning for the members event, Members Day tomorrow. There'll be all members. Then there'll be an Electrum event where you can get free stock analysis completely for free, mini analysis, and then full in-depth analysis for those that have given me a $10 super chat to do that. That's it from me. Thank you very much indeed. See you on Extra. See you on Discord. Have a great night. I'm buying all of this, and I can't wait for it to all pick back up again. Till next time, take care of yourselves and each other. Bye-bye.